And welcome to what is episode 2 of the Small, Medium, Large podcast. That's the correct order of those words.
It
I
was the
can say
first
them in the.
episode. It was the first episode. You can't say I'm an idiot for not knowing the name of the first
See,
episode.
I think I still can.
Beginners stuff.
I think I still can because it's 3 words in a very obvious order. In fact, one might say the most obvious order.
I have stage fright.
Yeah, sure. Anyways, yes, so welcome everyone back, maybe, or for the first time, and maybe the only time, to Small, Medium, and Large. My name's Randy, and the other two have names as well.
My name is Darren.
I also have a name.
Anyways,
is it?
this pod.
It's Connor. His name is Connor.
Yes, thank you.
Oh,
I
yes,
gave
hello.
I gave you a big old pause, and you said, "No, I'm gonna be quiet."
Yeah, that's what you're supposed to do in a podcast, right?
Yeah.
It adds ambiance.
Don't
Yes.
speak unless spoken to. The
Exactly.
podcast.
Oh, such good manners we all have here.
I learned that in preschool.
Anyways.
3 times.
Because you had to redo preschool 3 times?
No, I only redid it twice. So I was there for
Okay.
3 years.
Oh, shut up.
Is that real?
Yeah,
yes.
that's real.
Why did you have to redo it? What does that even mean?
Because he's stupid. Hello?
Yeah, they knew from a young
colors.
age that'd be dumb.
Because Connor was like, oh, this half moon brick won't fit in the moon brick hole.
That's why you were such a man when we were all like getting to college. We're all like babies, and he's a man.
Yeah,
He has
because I had
3
more
years
schooling than you.
advantage.
Yeah, I mean, you aren't. Wait, okay. So I understand you failing the first time, and even this. Well, because technically, like, the way the math works out, you're like half a year older than me. And I'm like a normal amount of old for like a school year group. You're like very old for like a year of school. But if you failed twice before doing it successfully, that means the first time you were in preschool, you were
too
really young.
You were like
I was.
4.
So that was the reason why I redid the first time, because my parents actually put me in preschool like a year early. And so
he's smart.
yeah, that's what they thought. And then and so for like the second year, there was like, all right, this is kind of like normal now. And then by the end of the second year, they were like, how in the world has he not learned anything? He's been in here for 2 years. Normal kids move on at this point, but not him.
No.
I like to imagine that you were in fact smart enough, but you were just like, hold on a second. We do nap time. We have snacks.
You were too smart.
Exactly. You were so smart that you convinced everyone that you were like, oh, I am a child and I do not understand letters. You should keep me here.
You're right. That was my
And you
plan.
convinced them.
Because you loved naps at the time, right?
Oh, I'm sure of it, because I love naps now.
True.
Yeah. Well, hey, maybe that's why you failed. Maybe you weren't taking naps.
I didn't fail preschool, and I couldn't read until 5th grade, so I think
bold of you to claim you
can
can read now.
Okay.
That's kind of what I was thinking.
Mr. Dyslexia.
Yeah.
That is your given Christian name, is it not?
Yes, Mr. Dyslexia Moon.
My
Every
Darren
time
with
you pull it
dyslexia.
out.
Yeah.
I'm going to finish my statement because I said pull out, and I feel like I need to clarify what I was going to say. Every time you pull it out, when the police officer asks for your license, he's like this. Anyway, yeah,
What?
That didn't help.
Why is
Listen, I said
I'm
a
trying
weird
to woo
phrase.
the police officer.
No, I was trying to make a joke.
How can
and
I
it wasn't
get out
even
of this, Mr. Officer?
The joke wasn't even going to be good, but I felt like I had to say it because I got cut off at when you pull it out, and I was like, well, we can't leave it there.
We could have, because you didn't improve it.
Anyways,
You made it worse.
anyways,
Coercing.
real
It's
quick.
like, I'll clarify, I was being sexual.
No, guys, if you didn't hear. Anyways, have you guys noticed I say anyways?
You do.
When we
It's
do
your
this a
filler
lot?
word.
Yeah.
Connor says and I say like.
Anyways is definitely the worst option because it's a big identifiable word.
It is.
Don't
It's
like
not
it.
like a pause word.
Anyways, real quick, because we didn't record last week, so it's been 2 weeks. Let's do a quick. How are we doing? I was just in North Dakota over the weekend.
Ooh.
Yeah, that was interesting for improv comedy performances. So that was fun. It's a little warmer here. That's nice. How are you guys doing?
Darren,
Well,
you can go first.
Today I went outside and didn't be cold, so that was awesome.
Isn't that nice?
Yeah,
Oh,
it's so
incredible.
nice. I missed
able to
it
go run
so
today.
much. I went disc golfing and it was too
Oh.
muddy, but I was like, I'm gonna do it anyway. And then I got the hole 3 on the MVNU's course and threw my disc in the water, and stopped playing.
That's why I stopped playing
Oh,
in general.
in the reflection pond. I was
Yep,
like, hole
it's-
3. How did you? Oh,
Yep, in the pond, right
The
in
fact that
the
you still
the
remember
middle.
the course, Randy.
dude, I could draw the course out perfectly
Oh yeah. Well, I
from the
can,
old
but I guess
tees.
I live
The
here.
current tees, maybe not. But oh, speaking of tees, which ones did you do, Darren? Did you do the hard ones or
Like
the easy
a
ones?
chai.
I don't like you.
uh,
Which ones
I
did
like
you
you, Darren. You're
do?
fine.
I only made it to hole 3.
Well,
Doesn't
you
really
still
matter.
did one of
I
them.
did the hard ones.
Nice, respect. That's a man
Thank
right
you.
there.
Thank you.
And
I
then
can
the
throw
man
disc
quit.
far,
He's
and
like,
then I
man.
quit.
You know,
Well,
I'll do
I
I'll
threw
do the
my-
hard things. Oh, this is too hard.
I threw my main driver in the middle of the pond, and I'm not going. It's not that warm yet. Okay,
You
it's
don't want
not
someone
that
calling the
warm.
police saying a kid's drowning.
Shut up! I hate that so much.
Oh, it's so funny.
For the listeners at home, I had the police called on me because I was in the reflection pond, which by the way is like 4 feet deep, and
If that.
they called the police and told them that a child was drowning. So the police showed up to get me out of the
Mind
pond.
you, they didn't say they didn't jump in to save the child. They
No,
called
they
the police.
didn't. They called the police. By the time, if there was a drowning child, he's dead.
Oh no,
But-
a child is drowning. Quick, report it to the authorities.
So I had
Does
to
someone have a phone?
talk to the police and be like, "No, I'm an adult, and also, I'm fine. I'm not drowning. Thank you
I
for your
can swim."
urgency." They were
Ugh.
mad at the person.
That's so funny. Anyways, hey, there's that word again. Connor,
Yeah.
how have you been?
I got
Anything-
engaged.
I was about to say, anything happened in your life?
Whoa!
Yeah.
Yay, Connor is engaged. This is so exciting.
Yeah. It
Connor
was
and I
pretty
were
good.
talking about this before we started.
Well, actually, I am going to segue into today's topic because Connor, you get the segue point. Woohoo! Clap, clap, clap.
Yay.
Woohoo!
That
Today-
feels
Worked
like
hard
a
for
setup.
this.
It is a setup because it's a segue. We're segueing. It's a setup.
Oh,
Yes. All of us here are now either married or engaged, which
Wow.
means at a point we have all proposed to a woman, and the woman has said yes.
true.
Yes. So
Mine said sure, why not?
Mine actually said nothing. She did not agree at first.
Oh, so what
I
I'm
was
hearing
joking
is
about mine.
we all have really good stories about what what our lady said at first. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna have both of y'all tell your story. Do we want me to start it out by telling mine real quick, and then
I
we
mean,
can move into
mine's
your
Go
fresh.
for it. No, you can.
That is true. Connor's, yours is fresh. Let's go in the order that they happened, but in reverse.
Okay.
How
Sure.
great and exciting. So, my story begins about 25 years ago.
Okay.
No, fast forward.
Um,
Oh, that's convincing. That was very good.
am I going just the proposal or like the whole
Uh,
dating thing?
Just the
In-
whole thing.
Include any interesting details.
Oh, the whole
yeah.
thing was interesting.
Uh-huh.
No, that's not true.
Okay. Well, so I get home from work one day and my dad is sitting there at our like kitchen island and he's like looking at me and he's talking about how he had met with a friend earlier in the day about selling houses and things and like new
Mm.
laws that were coming in. And
Mhm.
while he's talking about it, my mom is like looking at me and I can tell that she's like waiting for a reaction for something. So I'm like I'm thinking to myself like, he set me up with someone, didn't he?
You picked
And-
it up based on that?
I did actually. My mom is kind of an open book.
You're fluent in Dawn.
I
Yeah.
am,
Like the
but
yeah.
yeah. Eventually, he said that we got to talking, and my loser son who can't get a date on his own is single.
Oh,
And-
no.
Her dad was like, "Oh my gosh, my loser daughter is single." They didn't say
What a
that, obviously.
coincidence.
Yeah, but they put us together. And the reason I like kind of say all that is one, I think it is kind of a cool story
It is.
about
It's fun.
our parents. But what's even cooler is that our dads are the same person. And don't
Yes,
take
your
that out of
sister.
context yet.
Your sister.
So
Expound. Clarify.
My dad's name is Scott. Her dad's
Oh.
name is Scott. My dad is a pastor. Her dad is a pastor. My dad is a realtor. Her dad is a realtor.
That's crazy, actually.
And they do honestly have kind of the same personality, which you could probably expect from having the two same jobs.
Yeah.
So they're both cooler than their children. Got it.
No, actually.
Sure. You can tell yourself that.
So you get a Scott-in-law.
I do get a Scott-in-law. We have joked that like for whoever does the ceremony, like marries us, they're gonna have to do a Scott off to like actually decide which one gets the final say.
That's crazy.
But yeah, we had our first date. We wanted to go to a coffee shop. They were doing renovations that one day, so we went to Panera instead.
Okay.
And then fast forward several months, and my parents have actually they got a really old church a while back that they're fixing up and hoping to like turn into like a wedding venue or like Airbnb kind of thing.
Realtor move.
Yes, very much so. And it was actually the church that my mom grew up in until she was like 12 years old.
Mm.
But
That's I didn't know that.
yeah,
That's cool.
But someone in my family was like, "Hey, you could totally propose there." And I was like, "Oh my gosh, that is a great idea." Because like on the inside there's like really cool stained glass. And so like I kind of had the day planned out for her and said like, "Hey, we're going to go to a fancy restaurant late at night." And because it's kind of a fancy restaurant, we're going to have to like dress up and be like dressed up kind of all day because we won't have time to change later. But then I had my dad text me and say, "Hey, can you go over to this church because the heat might still be on from the people who are like working on it." And I was like, "Yeah, sure. I'll go check it out." Yeah. So
sneaky.
I drive over there. I walk in. It's already kind of warm in there, and she's like, "Oh, it's not that bad." And I start taking my coat off and like putting it up, and she's like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "Nothing. Can I have your coat?" Grabbed it. Yeah, grabbed it, put it on the banister.
I want to look nice for the thermostat.
Yeah, for real. Walked forward a couple feet, and then there was in like the main not chapel area. What is the
pulpit?
Just like the main church room.
The annex? The main room?
Yeah, just like the
sanctuary.
Sanctuary, thank you.
Ah, yes.
But I walk forward into there, and we have like a candle path up into like the stained glass windows. So I walk over there. I give her a small speech. And I'm telling you, small. Like we have a video of it. It was probably like 15 seconds at the most.
Smooth.
And then I grab the ring box from the windows and propose, and she says yes. And
love you.
Yeah, and we were actually able to get our families in there too, because there's like a balcony in that room, and so they were able to like overlook it and like totally hide the entire time, and like see the whole proposal.
Oh, that would have been
Epic.
tragic if she was like, "Nah."
Oh my gosh, I would have if she hesitated for a second, I think I would have cried.
Bro would have lost it right there.
I would have been like, never mind, it was all a joke. I mean, I didn't mean it. I was just, I was playing around.
Jumps through the stained glass window and leaves a Connor-shaped hole.
Yeah.
Literally.
Oh, that's awesome. Did you get a specialized ring box, personalized ring box?
I did not actually. You told me about that?
Boo, this is a terrible proposal.
And it was like way too late to like get one and actually get it ordered in.
To be fair, I didn't think this was happening so soon. So it makes sense.
I didn't quite either, but then like 1 or 2 days, all of a sudden I'm just like, it's got to happen this weekend. Like that, God's telling me. So
W.
Nice.
W listening.
W
I try.
listening. And W in terms of he went forward.
True.
Lovely.
Yeah.
It's a lovely story, Connor, and we're both very happy for you.
Yes.
Another day, another proposal.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I thought I was very clever when I commented that.
I saw that and I appreciated it.
Yeah.
I would have given that a super heart if I could have.
Oh, Reddit gold. Anyways. Hey, there
Do
it is
we want to
again.
explain that bit?
Nope. Moving on.
Okay.
It'll come up one day.
Sure.
Another day, another inside joke.
Yes.
True.
So, real quick, I'll do mine before Darren does his,
That
and then
is
I'll
the
choose
order.
whose was better. No, okay.
Uh,
So, Abby and I got married in 2023 in August, and I proposed to her in 2022. So this is like it's gonna be 3 years ago now this summer, which feels weird.
wow. Yeah.
So we'd been dating for 4.5 years, 5 years, and I was like,
Man, make a
it is
decision,
time.
dude.
I know, right? So indecisive. And I said to myself, it is time.
Uh-huh.
And so Abby likes bridges. Abby
True.
loves
Women.
Abby loves bridges. I think Sydney also likes bridges.
Women in general like bridges, I think.
They do be liking bridges.
They do.
Mhm.
And
But
so
is that why they date engineers?
No, it's for the
No.
money only.
It's for
Oh,
the
you know
money.
that makes more sense, really.
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
But anyways, and so I knew there were nice bridges at this place called Stan Hewitt Holland Gardens, which is like this big old mansion type place of this like rubber tycoon. He built it back in the day. Picture like a Downton Abbey type place, but it's in Akron, which is not
Oh
the
my
place
gosh,
you'd expect a place
Your
like that to
wife's
be.
name is Abby.
Yes, it is. Good connection.
Thank you.
Another segue point. Let's go.
He's racking them up, baby. So what I do is I'm like, okay, I want this to be a surprise because that's,
That's
it's
the goal.
that's like the cultural thing to do. It's like a surprise. But I'm like, okay, but I want like lots of people to be there, both to take pictures and just also for like the memes.
Mhm.
But I want it to be at Stan Hewitt, but also like how the heck do I get her there along with a lot of other people and not have it be completely, utterly obvious what's happening? Spoiler alert, she still knew it was happening, but at least I
Yeah.
felt like it
True.
was a surprise. So basically I plan like, hey, friends at home and also friends at MVNU, we're going to travel down to MVNU to go disc golfing all together. It'll be fun. Oh, but also, hey, friends from home, you've never been to Stan Hewitt before, have you? No, of course you haven't. I asked you earlier. We're going to stop there first to see it for some reason.
Hard.
That'd
Also,
be so cool.
yeah, it'd be so cool. Also, Abby, how about me and you wear nice clothes so we can take pictures there because it's pretty.
Also, do your nails.
Yes, also do your nails. This isn't suspicious, is it? No, of course it's not.
Man,
So,
you say that like you thought Abby didn't know about that, but like I totally thought that like Shawnee knew about all that I was doing. I thought she was like getting the inkling that it was
Did
happening.
she not?
No, she didn't. She didn't get it until like she saw the candles. And I was like, there's no way. I told her to like dress up and everything, and
Smooth.
crazy.
yeah,
Well,
See, there
to be
was 5 years leading up to Randy.
that is also true.
Yeah, the farther along you get in dating, the more it is. I feel like the lady starts to go, this could be a proposal. This could be a proposal. You know what I mean? But so yes, so I drive Abby and I and all the home friends down there, and the home friends, all the guys, they all know what's happening. So they're being the most irritating human beings ever known to man. The whole
So
car
they're
ride.
being themselves.
Yes, they're being themselves. They keep being like, "Oh, let's stop at Grandpa's Cheese Bar. Let's stop at Grandpa's Cheese Bar." And I'm like yelling at them, like, "No!"
They're trying to be not suspicious. They're helping.
I was like, "Grandpa can go to hell." Surprisingly, a week later, he died. True story.
no.
Yeah, Grandpa from Grandpa's Cheese Barn died a week after I said that. So now I kind
Wow.
of feel bad. But anyways, we
I hope
finally
he
get
Set
went
a
there.
curse on the man.
I did. I think I did. But it was all in the name of love.
Right?
Love
Yeah.
conquers cheese. So we get there, and I'm like
Moral of the
trying to
story.
get us to the back of the property, like low key, like so I can propose on this one specific bridge that I've already singled out that I thought was a cute bridge. And after the fact, Abby tells me that this entire time that we're walking around, she's like trying to make sure that I stay in front of her because she's like, if he's in front of me, because she was super nervous because she was like, yeah, he's proposing. She was like, if he's behind me, I'm gonna turn around and he's gonna be on one knee, and I'm nervous.
And I can't do that here.
And so she was like trying to keep me like either next to her or in front of her because she was like, he's gonna propose at any moment.
So she was trying to make it hard for you to propose?
Yeah, she like didn't want it apparently.
It was a moment of, because Abby's a nervous person, and
Sure.
there's all these people, and she's like, I'm gonna turn around and he's gonna be doing it. I'm not ready. Whatever. If you know Abby, you know what type of person
Yeah.
she is. She is very much like
True.
this. But anyways, it all culminates in the fact that we finally get back there and we're kind of walking ahead of the group, and I've already given my one friend a a camera, and all you Mount Vernon people already met us there. You're there too. It culminates
Not
in
ruining the plan.
no,
Yeah.
not ruining the plan,
Of course not.
not at all.
We're our best. We're on good behavior all day.
Of course. Thankfully, it hasn't poured yet, even though it looks like it's gonna rain
Oh,
for
yeah, I
like
forgot
20
about
minutes.
that.
Remember? Yeah, yeah. And the weather says it's gonna pour, so I'm like, we have to get back there. We have to get to the bridge. I have to lock it in. And so we get close and we start separating, and it's probably at a point where it's like certainly like she knows. I know she knew. Now we get up onto the bridge. We get in position. Everyone else is basically like down on like the shore looking at us.
Looking
I
on.
turn to her. I say, so, I believe I said so. Like I'm about to go
You
into
did.
like
Anyways.
I'm about yeah, I go anyways. I'm about to launch into, the pre-proposal like little spiel,
Right.
Because I had a little something prepared. It wasn't like this huge dissertation. Like my thesis about why I love you is it was just like a little something, but right as I open my mouth and I say the first word, she goes, I know.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what? And like, obviously she knew. Like that should have been so supremely obvious to me that it was obvious. But I was a little nervous, so I was like, oh, okay. So will you marry me?
I had something planned.
She's
You
like, yes,
just
of
cut
course.
the chase.
She's
But
like, just give me the ring.
apparently, I didn't know this, and I don't know what you guys heard, but my sister and at least a couple other people told me that they thought at first that she said no because all they heard was, I know, really quickly. And so they heard no. So they thought for a second that she said no right out the gate.
Ooh.
And they were
See,
like,
I
what's
just read body
happening?
language. I don't listen to what people say, so it was obvious for me.
Yeah,
Makes it
but
hard
so
to
yeah.
do a podcast with him.
She
It
said
does.
yes. We got a lot of cool pictures, one of which is the picture for our podcast of us three, because you both were
True.
there.
That's where that's from.
I was
And
wondering.
then,
I thought that was like freshman year picture of us.
No, it was not.
nope,
Dang.
that's at my engagement.
I
And
look
then
I'm
we,
pretty sure we don't
I
have a
look
picture
so
of the three
young.
of us from freshman year.
we proceeded to drink champagne in the parking lot, go down to Mount Vernon. Connor crashed his car, and we played disc golf.
I was in
Wait, what was that
Connor's
last
car.
part?
We
You
played disc
crashed your
golf.
car,
Oh, okay.
and you hid it from me because you were being a good friend.
I was. I didn't want to ruin your day.
That was
'Cause-
Sydney and I's both first car accident.
Let's
Oh,
go.
you're welcome.
A christening.
Yes, baptism of smash.
Yes.
Maybe not that.
Whoa.
Maybe not that.
Yeah. So it was my turn.
It is indeed.
Actually, it's
Okay.
my turn again. So,
Oh, your first marriage.
My second
first-
proposal, which is the day after the first one.
I forgot. I
so
forgot.
my story takes place before theirs. That's why I'm going last.
Good comms.
The order in which
First shall be last,
yeah.
and last shall be first.
Yeah, exactly. We both went to her parents to ask if we could get engaged, instead of me just doing it, because we felt like it had been too short of a time. If we didn't explain that it was a God thing and that it was a together thing, then it would be shot down by her parents. And so she came with me. So she was fully aware that we were going to get engaged soon.
I don't think I knew that.
Which made hiding it very difficult.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah. So I set up through our female friend, half of the friend group. I set up girls stay out, and we were gonna have a boys stay out. And the boys stay out, the whole goal was to set up and be ready for the moment when we get engaged. And the girls stay out was to distract Sydney while also having a reason for her to be dressed up nice and stuff. So yeah, they went and took pictures earlier that day. Lydia, our friend who's an amazing artist, had her camera, and she was going to take photos of the engagement, but the cover story was they were taking photos like of their girls day out for like Instagram or whatever, as girls do.
As they do.
Like
yeah,
tropical birds.
literally
Flocking together.
So, yeah, I didn't think about the nails at all, so I missed that part. Nobody told me that I needed to figure out a lie to make her nails look nice too. Her nails ended up looking nice. I think she knew is the problem. she figured it out way ahead of
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
But Connor was the only friend that wasn't there.
Sorry.
Really, really a letdown. I don't know why you weren't there. Do you
Track
know?
meet?
No, it was actually this was like kind of during COVID time,
It was. It was.
and so and this was like after I had like totally destroyed my knee, and I had my knee
Oh,
surgery coming
yeah.
up, and they
So you were
Oh.
home.
Knee
And they-
surgery
and-
was tomorrow.
yeah it was, and they told me they were like, hey, if you get COVID, we're gonna have to push your knee surgery back by who knows how long.
and
And
you're
so
in pain.
Yeah, and so I went home early that semester, which kind of a good thing actually because people got COVID in the apartment.
We really did.
Yeah, so I kind
We
of
all
called that.
got
Still-
sick.
Yeah, I wish I could have seen the engagement, but selfishly it was a good move.
Funny enough, Anthony was there.
Yes,
So-
it was.
Instead of one of my continued best friends being there, it was Anthony, who was a good friend at the time, but then abandoned us.
Yes. He said
So-
goodbye.
Went
He
his own
didn't
way.
say goodbye. He never said goodbye
No,
to me.
you're so right. He said,
He's exactly. So I also picked a day of rain, but it worked because I have curly hair. So us sitting out in the rain just kind of made it look like I had gel in my hair.
also, it was like romantic misty.
It
rain.
was very nice. We got engaged on a bridge, and so we were hiding, and they were like, "Let's take pictures
hiding
on this."
hiding on the island. That was
We were
fun.
hiding on the island connected to via a red, nice, pretty bridge, and yeah, we're like stooped below, and Shay parked where they could see us from the island at first.
Oh,
And then
yeah.
realized she was on the wrong side and drove all the way around to the place where she was supposed to park.
I forgot about that.
Because
Oh
we
my
were hiding
gosh.
behind the like mound of the island, and they basically parked on the other side of the water. Like
and we were
in
scurrying
plain
like
view.
rats trying to get to the other side.
We were like, it was like a Tom and Jerry bit.
Yes, it was.
But anyway, they got Sydney onto the bridge, and I walk up, and I've got flowers, and I hand her the flowers, and I say, "Will you marry me?" And her response is, "Haha, no." She goes, "Haha, no," and like laughs it off, and we're both laughing because we knew it was a joke. But she never corrected it until like an hour later when we were doing something else.
She was like,
She's-
"Oh yeah, by the way, I guess yes."
Yeah. It took like we were having celebration McChickens before she said
Yeah.
we
Oh
went
my gosh.
to McDonald's and got celebration McChickens before she said yes. So yeah.
That's crazy.
But yeah, I got a massive ring as my grandma Paula's inheritance. She's not dead, but she gave it to me early. So I got to give her a giant ring instead of not because we're college students, we were very poor.
Mhm.
Yeah, this
So,
was like
that was
freshman,
nice.
or no, this was like sophomore year, and so it was like very poor now and very poor in the near future.
Correct, yeah. There's no we're going to be locked into this poor thing for a minute, and we still are locked in that poor thing.
Let's go.
Yeah. Anyway, that's how I
That's my
got
word. You can't
engaged.
use that one.
Sorry, that's how I got. It doesn't really fit this.
That
this
is like
moment.
how you got engaged.
It is how like I got.
Because it was how you got
like-
engaged.
yeah.
Like zoinks. That's how I got engaged.
Shut up. It's not that version of the word. Anyway, yeah. It went well. All of my friends were there except for Connor.
Yeah, I was there at the wedding,
True.
which,
Uh
in my opinion, was more important.
that is
Wow.
more important. Yeah.
and to
we
be fair,
had
you didn't
a
come to my
lot-
engagement.
You didn't ask me to.
You didn't ask to come.
I didn't know it was happening. So yeah, actually, the only engagement of the three that we were all at was Randy's.
It
So
was,
true.
actually,
Mine's
yeah.
the best. I win. Thank you both
Yeah.
for coming to today's episode.
That would be crazy.
That would be crazy.
What a horrible end.
Yeah.
I feel like engagement McChicken should get a point.
I will say I did like that. That was fun.
It was
Also-
very hyper specific to us at the time, and then Sydney became not lactose intolerant, gluten free nearly after, so she hasn't had McChicken since.
Dang,
That was her
McChicken
last
to gluten
McChicken.
intolerance really goes crazy.
She
It's
ate the
rabbit hole.
McChicken of monogamy.
True.
The McChicken of eternal McNogamy.
So yeah, that's my engagement story.
Very good. Very good. I do say I do say, sir. I remember your proposal being very fun. That day was fun. Hiding on the island and
Yes.
scurrying around it like little proposal rats was very fun.
Yes, we
The
still have the
rats of
bouquet of
proposal.
flowers that I gave
Oh,
her.
really?
They're in a box with the date that we got engaged on it.
Oh, that's cute.
Cute.
Yeah,
That's nice. I like that.
like a glass box that hangs on the wall.
Oh, that's cool.
Very pretty. Yep.
Yeah, my parents have like little glass bowls that are full of like my mom's wedding bouquet and her
Oh,
25th anniversary bouquet.
nice.
That's kind of a similar thing.
Yeah. They were roses, but like the yellow ones. The
A
yellow
good-
and
a good
orange
color.
ones. Yeah.
Very
So
good.
that's how I got engaged. I feel like I've said that a couple times because I'm trying to segue, but nobody takes the bait and moves it
I'm not the
forward.
host.
True.
That's so true. I'm the host. Well, I think. Oh, that's right. I have a job. I think that we all win, right? Don't you think
Wow.
so?
We
I
all
think
got
we-
married.
I
Well,
think
Connor
we-
didn't
well,
get married, so
That is
he's less
true.
winning
Actually,
than us.
no. Wait, you raise a valid point. We all won,
Hey, hey,
but
that
some
was
of,
so rude.
but some of us have won more than others, and because I can't host again in a row. That would be rude.
True.
That'd be
That
rude.
would be
you know?
rude.
So I think Darren, you win.
Let's go.
That was uncalled for.
Get married, bozo.
I just got engaged. That happened so much more recently.
You're dragging your feet. Come on, just do it.
I didn't know her a
Just
year
do
ago.
it.
You were already in a church when you proposed. Why couldn't you just done the next part?
Just sign the document, Connor. Goodness.
We didn't have
There's a-
any pastors around us.
No
That's
one.
not
That's
our
not
dads.
true.
You could have had
Also-
Scott marry you, or you could have had Scott marry you.
True.
Yeah, but
There's
we didn't.
multiple Scots in the room.
Yes,
Will some Scott please stand up?
there were two true Scotsmen.
Something they don't tell you about getting married, which is kind of like in the same process, is like the paperwork is kind of annoying. I don't know if it was annoying for you, Randy, but
Oh, it was. We didn't sign it. We almost forgot to sign it before we left for our honeymoon. We were like we were gonna like leave the reception, and then our pastor ran over and was like, "Wait, sign these before you leave." And we were like, "So
Sign
true,
your soul away.
so true." No, sign your souls together.
Oh,
Wow.
Aw.
knit it with God.
Yes. Knit It with
Um,
God, a new TV show. Yeah. It is kind of weird how you're like, oh yes, sign this paper, and now the state recognizes that you are insolubly joined.
Until the state says no longer that's true.
Well,
Yeah.
the state can go kick eggs, kick
Yeah.
rocks, suck
Kick
suck-
eggs.
Eat
Suck
your
rocks.
tertiary egg.
eat your backup egg.
I was saving that for a special occasion, though.
What's more special than your engagement, Connor?
Yes.
The
You say,
marriage.
"Will you marry me?" She says, "Yes." You go, "Yes." You pull an egg
Pull an
out
egg.
of your back
Out of
pocket.
the ring box.
Yeah.
It's like
No.
beneath the padding.
You have a little egg box underneath the ring box.
Mm.
Actually, I think you should have boiled the ring in an egg.
Wow.
What?
And then
How
cracked
do
it
you
on
get-
her forehead
how
to,
do
like,
you
open
get
it up.
in the egg? How do you get it in the egg?
I don't know. That's between him and the chicken.
No.
Here, eat this.
Surely that would work.
I'm pretty
trust me.
sure it would.
I'm a doctor. That would work.
I'm a chicken doctor, actually.
Trust me, I'm a chicken.
Trust me, I am a chicken.
Wow. Between all of us, we certainly know what we're talking about.
I've eaten so much chicken in the last year. My body. You know, how often does your body get replaced, like all the way?
It hasn't happened yet.
No, like over time, you just become.
Until
it
Elon Musk makes
replaces-
a fully sentient
not what I'm-
robot body, hasn't
Let me
happened yet.
Google it.
Over time,
How
you
often
become a chicken? Is this what you're saying?
Your
You're becoming a chicken?
Re-evolve.
Over 7 to 10 years, your body replaces all the cells in the body. So I'm 4 years into being made 95% of chicken.
Let's go. You
At
gotta
that
stick
point, I
with
will
it.
be chicken. Well, hopefully we have money and don't have to stick with it and can eat red meat soon. But we'll see.
If you don't cook the chicken, you'll have red meat.
True.
No, it's pink. I'd
Pink
say.
is a form of red.
Well, then add some food coloring, I guess.
I can't
no,
do that.
RFK Jr. said no.
I'm also
And even if he
allergic
didn't,
to it.
Darren can't. Yeah, Darren
Well,
can't
then
have it.
add a red crayon. You can do that stuff, right?
I love
I love
crayons.
doing crayons.
I love eating crayons.
The sweet, sweet release of hitting a crayon.
You know-
Tripped over that sentence.
I'm glad that we've come to this place where we can. No, actually,
Eat
I don't have an
crayons
ending
together.
bit. No, actually, I
Smoke
don't.
crayons.
I don't. No, I don't have an ending bit. So thank you for everyone for listening. Darren won a long time ago.
Yay!
So yeah, thanks for listening. And find us next time in the same place. Maybe. Will it be next week? Will it
If
be
we
the week
record
after?
one
Who
next
knows?
week, who knows?
Who knows? Anyway, yeah. So long, and you know what to say.
Craig!
Craig!
That one was worse than normal.
Yeah, because
You're
I
welcome.
didn't scream it.